They're in Amber Temple, which is I think that. All right, we've already done this. All right, so there's somebody hanging out here. Uh, hey, Cozy. How are you? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had great holidays. You're having great holidays. That you have a good weekend and New Year and all that stuff. I'm on hardcore doing R4 in Ravenloft at the moment. Waiting for them to tell me where to go. I don't want to wander through. Yeah, you're welcome to lurk. I don't care. We like lurkers here. I can't see the rest of Twitch. I'm sure that there's a lot of other stuff going on. I, for some reason, decided that I was going to stream Fridays, but it's probably like the worst night I could possibly stream. My stream is always really slow on Fridays. So I need to pick another day where I can get more people. Either that or I need to pick another time. Oh, they got the last chest. Oh, it's over. We're just leaving. Hey, easy peasy. I'll be able to participate in the next quest. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, right? And so I've been doing DDO Friday nights, but it's slow, right? I think there's just a lot of other stuff for DDO going on Friday nights. So I think what'll happen when hardcore, trying to work out my schedule to figure out when I'm going to stream and what I'm going to do. But I think Fridays, because it's so busy for DDO anyway, that I might stream something else. That might be Genshin Impact, that might be Fortnite. I'm not exactly sure. So we'll see. And then I'll just stream DDO stuff different days. Because while I like this time slot, it's usually really slow for DDO stuff. And that's just because other people are doing it, right? Like, it's all good. We get enough people in channel, then I'm going to watch a video, short video, and react to it. It's DDO related, so. But I'd rather not react to myself, so I'm waiting to see who'll join. I almost died in this quest the last time I was in here. Hopefully, I do not repeat that. My next Reaper point is 42,000 XP away, and it will be my 25th point. That is a lot of experience. 42,000 away. Likely I should TR, right? Likely I should reincarnate.
You immediately spot a lone figure crouched near the entrance.
Is there a reason? Not opening the door?
Find the ingredients for the antidote and purify the wine. Stefania begs. Our wine is the last drop of hope some people have.
Follow them and stay together. The last time I was in here, I got separated and I died.
Protected by mystic wards, she is completely
Horrible.
absorbed by her task, poisoning the wine inside the vat.
Gotta stay together in R4. Hardcore.
The Martikov family
Gotta stay with your
makes its home
buddies.
in this part of the winery.
Like when you're on the bus and you have to hold your buddy's hand so you don't get separated. I got separated and it was scary. I died. And by almost, I mean like I wound up in a room alone and there were like 2 or 3 Reapers and a whole bunch of those like those angry stickmen. Twigs. They were throwing their thorns at me. Crazy. I de-doored and got out, luckily, but it was close. Like, I was worried. Yay, we got it. Okay, so are they gonna de-door us, or are we running back? Decide to do. I've actually done a lot of Reaper quests with Blocky and Pinchy. They're pretty good. They're very chill too. Like, they're very nice people. Very cool. I mean, we haven't really spoken, but it's, you know, they don't really say much, so that's pretty cool. It's like taking a long trip with a person who knows just to shut the fuck up. Like, it's cool. They're not overly loquacious. I try to be overly loquacious in this Twitch stream, just so, you know, like there's a commentary, because I don't want it to be boring. But I have watched Twitch streams where people don't say anything. And they have like hundreds of people watching. No idea. Get it. I don't understand though why these are immune to hold monster. If they're monsters and I cast hold on them, why? Why? Just because they're vegetation? Pull lever. That lever. Whole bunch of junk that pop out right here. Don't see any reapers though, so. Pretty cool. Somebody's using a paralyzer.
A cave leads down into the dark and the damp.
Unless that's the dragon breath that's doing that. Somebody might have dragon breath. Try to hit them with the death field and see if that works. It
You found all the
may have
ingredients
helped.
needed to purify the wine. Now to add the antidote
Be a
to the
famine
large
reaper.
wine vats on the main floor of the winery.
Oh, we've got them all? Okay. So we're just gonna leave the famine reaper. Be separated from my buddies. A lot of
The druid
blights.
prepares to attack.
Why do you insist on dying? She asks. Without their little magic gems, this winery is doomed anyway. Better, I'll slit your throat, then add your blood to my poison.
More blights rush to the defense of the poisoner.
Watch their health. I'm gonna heal Luna.
With the druid poisoner taken care of, you rush to add the antidote.
Put an arcane storm down.
The choking stench of the poison clears and is replaced with the sweet smell of fermenting grapes.
And
Thanks to
Evarts.
you, the Wizard
Got
of Wines will
hold on
produce
the Fear
one
Reaper.
more vintage.
This is the quest is always gross. All the boss fights. Probably one of my least favorite Ravenloft quests for some reason. Oh, let's see what that 13, 6. Oh, if that were 14 or 15. Okay, Lag Hill, here we come. Now this quest I like. I think it's very cool. Okay, that looks good. That looks good to me.
A chill wind blows down from the slope as you approach Yester Hill. Dark, ominous clouds gather high above.
Try to get a hold
A
monster on
strange
that
rhythmic
Plague Reaper.
chant can be heard in the distance. You can't make out the words. Lightning dances amongst the hailstones, ringing the hill with an eerie light.
Throw a hold monster on that Berserker. Got him. I missed a bunch of the methods, but still. Pretty effective.
Emerge from the mists and attack. Arcs of lightning jump from stone to stone, blocking your path. With the destruction of the last foe,
See a remnant.
the lightning dancing between some of the nearby stones flickers and dies.
The Plague Reaper, I'm going to get him with a hold monster. I've got him. A lot of other junk. Throw down an Evarts. I mean, the fact that I've got the hold monster that works on the Reapers, that is really all that I care about as far as that goes. Throw down an Evart to try to CC some of these twigs, but they really suck because they spawn all over the place. So not like you can hit them all at the same time. Killed a couple of them though. Refresh my buffs here. Okay. There, Evarts. Okay. So laggy. Gotta get a heal on Luna. Yeah, I have to move this because I need to be able to see. No, I didn't notice Luna was so low. Fighters have second wind, so I'm sure they were not in mortal danger, but still, you know. I try. Oh, gotta get a Reaper, got it. Oh, I missed the Fear Reaper though. I try to like play this tune as sort of like a. It's DPS, but I do a lot of CC and I also do a lot of off healing. So I'm like a CC heal. There's the CC. And I'm watching health. Like, Luna's got some damage on him, so I'll probably throw a renewal on him. Throw out another C. Make sure that we get, oh, there's a fear dot on us, so I'm going to throw a hit point out for everybody.
The chanting grows louder as you approach the crest of the hill. A wave of dread washes over you as you enter the circle of stones. Ahead is a
I don't even know if I can dancing ball these things. I try.
as strong. The Archdruid shouts, "Do not let them disrupt our ritual. Attack!"
Okay, I'm gonna throw my Arcane Storm on the boss. Throw my Evard split back here. Watching their health, right? Like to make sure nobody's taking any spike damage.
Stop them! Stop them! Desperate Archdruid
I
screams.
see Spear Reaper. That Demon Soul is immune to my old monster. But everything looks good. Everybody looks good.
You examine the statue
Mission a
and
success.
find a hollowed-out cavity in the chest. A glowing green gem rests inside. You've stopped the druid's dark ritual.
Almost
and
3,000
recovered the
Reaper
magic
XP,
gem
that's
they
pretty
stole
cool.
From the vineyard.
And a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really need anything. It would be nice to get like an up or something though, but I don't really wear any Ravenloft gear, so. I do like the boots that drop from that quest though. Close to breaking 600,000 Reaper XP. Which will be our 25th point. PAX East. Don't know when that is. When is PAX East? To the ruin. I'm gonna have to Google that PAX East and see what it is. Okay, they're rebuffing. Going to go AFK a second. Make myself invisible. AFK. Oh god, they left me all alone. Still alive though. Not dead yet. Get some buffs on people. So as a warlock, because I'm using this feigned health, anytime I cast a spell, people get temporary hit points. So by doing this divine energy resistance on everybody, they all get.
Giant bramble walls and dense banks of mist surround this swampy patch of ground. The ward fades, and some of the unearthly mists part. You are now able to enter the ruined village of Berries.
Oh, Fear Reaper. So because of the Fear Reaper, I'm going to throw out more fake hit points. Just to make sure that I help.
The magic of the nearby ward is disrupted. A section of mist fades, allowing you to explore further.
Don't see any Reapers. Ah, level 17 just died.
With the magic of the ward gone, the nearby mists part. Faint calling.
I don't see any Reapers.
To the west.
I'm gonna try to hit these Howlers with a Death Field.
A piece
If I
of
can hit any of them.
catches
No,
your
they
eye in the
looks like they
ruins
all
to the
saved.
southwest.
My DC, my Necro DCs are not that high. See any Reapers there? Okay.
The freed raven flies
Just got
off.
the
The
Raven.
ward's
Good.
magic fades,
Okay.
allowing you to explore further into the village.
Guard up. Do I see any Reapers? Yes. Got a Fear Reaper targeted. Held. See another a Famine Reaper. Oh, he saved versus my hold. I usually don't miss, but like it's not perfect.
Claws can be heard from the ruined building to the
You know,
northwest.
do the best I can with the gear, but
The raven caws
my
and
save
fences
is
it flies
88,
away.
which is like
With the
12
ward
points
disabled,
too low.
The mists part, revealing the
Or,
remains of a mansion.
you know, you want it to be like 100, right? So 100 or more. Right, people can get up to like 130. But I'm not trying to min-max like that. I just want basically to know that I can hold the Reapers. That's pretty much all I care about.
Sounds of weeping can be
Right, if they gather them up into a giant pile, I'm gonna throw an Arcane Tempest over the whole thing.
The ghost calls out, "Please, find Marina's monument."
Okay, screw it. Yeah, if they had a Sonic Dragon, I would be using Draconic Carnation. Don't have Sonic Dragon. Make sure that this isn't playing. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that video that I want to watch. I think it might have accidentally started playing. Oh, we can't break that one until this one's dead. Wonder if I can arcane storm it. No, 0 damage. It's too bad. You have to reset. Oh, lovely DDO. Apparently, it got bugged out because a Reaper spawned. I'm not quite sure why that is, but that Scarecrow wouldn't activate, and we needed it to activate. Okay. Now I'm having deja vu.
Giant bramble walls and dense banks of mist surround this swampy patch of ground. The ward fades, and some of the unearthly mists part. You are now able to enter the ruined village of Beres.
Gonna wait for everybody before I rush ahead. See any Reaper?
The last scarecrow crumples, and the magic of the nearby ward is disrupted. A section of mist fades, allowing you to explore further. With the magic of the ward gone, the nearby mists part. Faint cawing can be heard in the distance to the west.
I'm gonna try Death Field on these again. Happen.
A piece of parchment catches your eye in the ruins to the southwest.
A lot of remnants though. Old monster on all over. That worked really good. Behind us. First, I see a Plague Reaper. Yeah, the one thing I'm missing on this build is Ruin. Ruin and Greater Ruin. Ran out of space.
The freed raven flies off.
If they add more levels and I get to take
allowing
more
you to explore
beats,
further
then
into the
maybe I'll put
village.
it on. Unless there's some crazy good Warlock legendary feat. Not see a Reaper. I see a Fear Reaper. Got it.
Flapping wings and frantic caws can be heard from the ruined building to the northwest. The raven caws and thanks as it flies away.
Want all
The
these
board
hounds to
disabled,
like
the mists
keep up.
part, revealing the ruins of a mansion.
Okay, so how do we not bug this out again? Right? That's the question.
Sounds of weeping can be heard further into the ruins.
Yeah, my little heart guardian does a lot. Fire damage. Beat the groups of scarecrows. We're still missing a scarecrow, aren't we? Did it really bug again?
The ghost calls out.
Please, find Marina's monument.
Okay, they got whatever it is that we were missing.
The ward is dispelled and the nearby mists subside. You can now make out a large area of open swampland. to the
Okay,
southwest.
that
Perhaps Baba Lasaga's hut
worked.
can be found there. Loud caws can be
There we
heard
go.
from both the southwest and the south.
Excellent. Okay, not fighting the Reaper. Just going. Carnage Reaper.
A raven caws loudly, as if it's trying to get your attention.
And he's dead.
Several scarecrows guard the area. The creature drops a small key. The grateful raven flies off. Far off in the distance, one of the wards protecting Baba Lasaga's hut fades.
Okay. The Reapers don't see us, right? Reaper did see us.
nearby raven croaks excitedly. A metallic click can be heard from the raven's cage as the creature falls.
Normally I go back the way I came, but this is not my group, so I'm just gonna follow Blocky.
The raven you freed flaps its wings and flies off. The magic wards near Baba Lysaga's hut have all been removed. The ensorcelled mists lift, allowing you to enter the area. You've found what must be Baba Lysaga's hut, but the magic mists that swirl around the building prevent you from entering.
Should be good to go in now.
A rank smell fills your nostrils as you enter the surprisingly spacious hut. A caged raven makes a commotion in the northeast corner. As the raven flies toward the exit, it says, "Take the gem from the chest and flee. This hut is more dangerous than it appears." A deep groan reverberates from the floorboards as the gem is removed. Then a hunched figure suddenly appears in the doorway.
Okay, no Reapers. That's what I'm looking for. Sure that no Reapers have spawned. See any.
I'll have my revenge on you.
Good. Good stuff.
Just
get hit
you
with it.
wait.
Shouts Baba Lysaga as she fades from view. The hut is eerily quiet once more.
I will take the purified dragon shard. Cool. No loot though. Charisma 14 ring. That's pretty good. Yeah. Might as well take it just in case somebody needs it. $34,000 XP to go to my next point. Seems like a lot. We have a potion on too, like a +2 sovereign. So I mean, like, that's very slow considering that you have to buy those potions, but they're on sale, so. Gotcha. It's a gotcha mechanic.
Perched on a snowy hillside, the Abbey of St. Margaret.
At long last, your journey has brought you here, to a place of kindness and madness, a place of sun and shadow. Seek delight among the broken ones. They wanted to be more than they were. They found madness instead.
Following.
A blessing lies hidden here, where healing turned to horror.
Find a trooper.
These steel figures look up as you approach. You spot a grimy metal key on the ground nearby. You pick up the tarnished key. Two strange creatures guard the entrance to the main hall of the Abbey. They watch you curiously as you approach. Otto unlocks the door with the key.
Door open.
I love this guy.
Abbot now.
He's so
You
insane.
are greeted by a handsome
Yes,
figure
dude, we're gonna
who
take a
moves
look
with
at
the
your
grace of a
crazy
saint.
Cucatorium.
Welcome, stranger. Let this be a refuge of warmth and light in a cold, dark world.
Says the abbot.
No?
Please explore the grounds. Let me know what you think of my hand.
Yeah, okay, we'll have a look around. Sure.
A strange
Why not?
figure stands
Yeah, it's
in
not
one
at all
corner of the
creepy.
room, lost in her own thoughts.
It's not at all weird that you have your bride-to-be hissing. Yeah, that's pretty normal, right? Looks like she's been sewn together like a Frankenstein. Sure why that scroll is in my damage has probably been really low.
Esmeralda looks up as you open the door.
About time you got here.
Ah,
We need
we
to talk.
we had to walk by that lady. That means she's gonna be at the
And
last fight.
unnerving screams
Let's do that.
echo from the floor below.
Pretty annoying. The reason why, because she will try to fight Strahd up on the land. He's not gonna bother. But with a tank, it doesn't matter,
Burst from
right?
behind the doors, shrieking madly.
Food's so hungry.
Hold. Oh, he made 2 saving throws versus my hold.
A hatch in one corner of the room leads down into the cellar.
Are they coming or are they still? What's the hold up? Looking for something? Still looking for the sun sword? Yeah, alright, that's what we're doing.
You found the sun sword, though something seems to be wrong with it. The legends say it blazed with a blinding light, but this is just a lifeless hilt. Perhaps Irina knows how to make it shine again.
Oh, my aura got that Carnage Reaper as soon as I went down. That's great. Confused him. That's why I love Bewitching Blast. It makes it really cool. Don't have to do anything for that to proc, it's just automatic. Yeah, my little heart guardian tanked that whole room. See a remnant. I don't see any Reapers. Yeah, this last fight can be really challenging. Just because of the quest completion lag, you kill Strahd and then all of a sudden you're stuck and you're still surrounded by
A decrepit shrine
1,000
holds
things.
a small, tranquil pool. You open the
And
gate
Esmeralda
and let
doesn't
Irina into
help
the
because
shrine.
she will
There
distract
you
Strahd
are.
and pull him away.
This seems so familiar. I'm sure I've never been here before.
Oh, a guy at 18 just died. Liquor.
I feel that it somehow holds the key. Irina takes the sun sword and tenderly places it on the shrine. This was his sword. This is where we would meet. Early in the morning during midsummer. Yet the sun sword remains inert.
I'm
There
gonna
is
throw
no
down my
sound.
little heart guardian
The
as a
water
sort of a
lapping at the edge of the
helper.
pool. Suddenly, an image appears in the sparkling waters of the pool. A handsome youth with a kind and noble visage. The sadness in his eyes turns to sudden joy. Tatiana, it has been so long. Come, my love, let us be together at last. Irina gasps. Sergei, my beloved! Oh, we were to be married so long ago. As this blessed pool
Everyone has
calls
hit
your spirit
points.
to me. As she reaches for Sergei, she is pulled
Probably
down
gonna
beneath the trickling
stench
water and
for the
into
fight.
her lover's embrace. You have never seen a happier couple
Have
as they begin to
4,000
fade from view.
just in case we
For
get
a
hit with
moment,
lag.
all is quiet. Then a peal of thunder shakes the land, and a deep, dark voice from beyond the mountains cries out.
She is mine!
A dark figure appears near the shrine.
She's escaped!
Okay, my heart guardian is down.
Follow!
Cries Strahd.
Big Reaper's dead. Watch out for circles.
Strahd winces as he enters the pool. Part of this place's holy power must still linger.
The gleam in her eyes was like warm
I threw at
sunlight
that.
on a
Gonna
still
throw out my
pond.
Arcane Storm. Gonna throw out another
Light is gone
Heart
forever.
Guardian, hopefully. And now I'm watching people's health.
Imagine those eyes.
But he
All I
needs a
see
heal is gonna get one.
is a mad abyss.
Good.
For a moment, you despair at being left behind in this dreary, defeated land. Then, without warning, the sun sword blazes forth with a warm, bright light. You pick up the sun sword. The instant you touch the hilt of the dazzling weapon, you realize that this is the weapon that could slay Strahd. That this is the key to ending his dominion. Something starts to grow within you. Something you had almost forgotten. Hope.
Eric's wants that. I pass it to him. Alt. I remember when those belts were great. I loved them. Now nobody uses them. Belt that I'm using now is from Isle of Dread. Ghostly invisibility guard. 2 slots. Constitution. Way better than spell power that I can get on
Groaned
something
the
else, right?
Please tell me what you think. And be frank. My only desire is to improve the Abbey and this land. Any idea how hard I've struggled? How long I've tried to help? Do you have any idea who I am?
The abbot twists into a new shape. A form that was once magnificent.
Mad? Was it mad to fight against the darkness? I was sent to redeem this forsaken place. My struggle has been longer and harder than you can imagine. And I will strike down anyone who tries to stop me.
The abbot falls to his knees.
Darkness.
And nothing.
But darkness.
He cries as his mortal form vanishes from this world.
Okay, Luna, I've got to talk to Luna about filigree. He's hitting cap now, so I'm not sure what his... Legendary victory. Okay, he's going to think about what he needs. Let me know. In the meantime, it'd be really cool if those stacked when they went into your bag, right? Apparently we don't have that stacking technology though. We have butterfly wing technology, but we don't have stacking heart seed tech. So I don't need these things. I'm going to need them. All this stuff. I think I have 2 sets of dead ringers. Oh, just the one. Do I have 2 of those? One has a mythic, so we're gonna leave this party. All right, so we turned in that. Let's go check the saga and see how close I am. Possible I just completed a saga. Nope. Still need to do all of that first and second. Couple of people are loot farming. That's about it. Where did I wind up? Did I pass 600? No. Close. Very close, but not quite. Alright, since there's a lull, I'm gonna go AFK for a minute and refresh my tea. Okay. Okay, back. Gonna take a look and see what's going on. Oh, it looks like Luna's looking for a sword, but no. Or a ring. No other group. Level 10 just died. Somebody's asking me to make spots, so I'm going. Hey, Trog. How you doing? You can make spots with ink and paper. Cozy was here for a second. Hi, she may still be lurking. She's a mod on this channel, so. So somebody wants somebody invited. You're doing level 8 tonight, solo. Catching back up to the Dwarven party you started a few weeks ago. With the Tavern, Tales, and crew. Sounds like a plan. You do all the optionals even on hardcore just because. Yeah. I mean, they are great XP if you need XP. I need to find somebody. Okay, so welcome is it's over though. Technically, I'm gonna make some spots. Clark getting ornery. And level 2 is the new level 1, so a whole day offline at level 2, that's somebody who's not playing. Get them back in the guild, no problem. That all looks good. You're loving this build? You're doing 6 levels of Dark Hunter Ranger, 5 levels of Cleric Strength Domain. Yeah, you were telling me about that. Finally taking your fighter levels. Oh, so you're going to be triple classed and you're going to be somewhat tanky. I'm assuming you're doing melee. Stalwart defender. Pretty cool. Oh, and Dwarven Axe, right? You're doing for the AoE. Okay, Deathbolt, level 6, 4 days. He can. Okay, Demetrius, Holiday. Justarius. Yeah, I mean, he's off and on. A lot of the emails I sent out are just getting sent back to me. People are just away for the holidays. Nice. Yeah, you do a shield, so you're going to be really tanky with a shield. Yeah. And the AoE from the Dwarven Axe should be pretty survivable. Because I send everyone I remove a token, I wind up with hundreds of returned emails from people who just like never log in again, or they delete their, they move off or something like server. So I get all of the stuff kicked back to me. apparently qualify for some favor. Cool. SSG really needs to overhaul the guild system. They just need to see the amount of work you put in hardcore, know how outdated it is. Yeah, man, I completely agree. Yeah. All I would have to do is run this side by side with my, like, live stream this, and then cut to my doing guild stuff over in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Guild over there. I mean, nobody's in that guild anymore, but back when it was active, it was 1,000 people, and there's just so much more that you can do. I had 10 custom ranks. I could see people's accounts, so, you know, if you guilded 2 alts, I could tell which 2 alts were yours. And also, if I squelched you or banned you or blocked you for trolling, that would block your entire account. So it would, if you trolled on, like, character A, I would know you on character B because you would also be blocked there. And as a guild master, that's great, because if somebody misbehaves and they have like 6 alts in the guild, you can see right away. You could just remove them all, and you can block them all from ever coming back into the guild. Like, the guild itself can squelch a person, so nobody else can add them to the guild if they are on that list. Whereas now, like, yeah, I can kick some guy out of the guild if he's trolling, and I can write his name down and put it in Discord, but literally anybody could re-invite him if I'm not online, or he could just make an alt and just jump back in the guild again. So there's no way to police that. And the other thing that Star Wars had is an audit system for all of the transactions that occur in the guild, meaning that anytime anybody puts anything in or out of a guild bank, there's an audit trail of who did it, at what time, what they took, if they take gold, how much gold did they take. So you basically have the ability to set limits for people to not only take items in gold, like you could set a weekly limit. This rank is allowed to remove 5 items per week from the guild bank. This rank is allowed to remove 10,000 platinum per week from the guild bank. And you would do that for different, like, levels of the ranks. So all of the raid teams, for example, all of the teams of people who raided, they got access to 50,000 gold a week to spend on repairs for their gear while they were raiding, right? Because they're raiding for the guild. And then the other thing is that there were certain tabs that we would make that they could take out like 10 or 20 potions per week for them to use in the raids. Non-raiding members got to take out a little bit less potions and items and a little bit less plat. And then people who did conquest, which was basically in that game, it's guild versus guild renown. Essentially, it's almost as if in hardcore, how right now we have the highest renown, it's almost as if there was a contest where we were competing against the other guilds for that renown. And so I would give members who contributed a lot of renown, I would give them a higher rank, and that would give them the ability to pull more out of the guild banks. And we had a ton of stuff in the guild banks. People were constantly donating. The banks itself, the tabs were really elaborate, and I could set up these bank tabs for different ranks. This game has nothing like that. So, you know, even the most rudimentary, like, I can't tell who's taking anything out of the guild bank. So I might log in and the guild banks are looted dry, and the dude who did it might be standing right there, and I have no ability to tell. You know? So it's like, but from an engineering perspective, for them to code an audit system, it seems like that would be something that they'd probably have to like purchase as an asset and just implement, or like take it from Lord of the Rings Online, because they do have it over there, something similar. The guild system in Lord of the Rings Online is more elaborate than it is over here. So if they could reuse some of those assets over here like they did with the horse, then I could see, you know, like the guilds getting better. But likely none of that will actually happen because they just don't have the time or the money to do it. You know, they have to decide, do we spend our time and our limited budget to do that, or do we make, you know, like a new module? And because the new module will drive more business, and we've already lived with this old guild system for 15, 16, whatever it is, 18 years, I doubt that they'll do it. But if they could sort of bundle it into like an expansion where they could sell it to people for 120 bucks, you know, to buy it, maybe they would be able to do that. The other thing too to consider about all this stuff is that, you know, I have no ability to give anybody a rank that is different than my own, which probably sounds idiotic to hear out loud, but that's just the way they made it. And what I mean by that is literally every rank is the same as the guildmaster. The only difference is that the guildmaster is the only person who can demote or kick out officers. But as far as like what people can do, once you're officer, you have the same powers the guildmaster has. So effectively, I'm running around with a guild where there's 900 people who are all strong. They all have the same perks that I do, right? So at any time, if we get one troll, it's just stupid because it has happened in the past. You know, like somebody could unpin all the decos on the ship, like if they wanted to. Luckily, our community is tight. The people who play DDO, it's a small community, so we don't have like massive dickheads like that. But if somebody wanted to really be a nuisance, they could be. I'm certainly not trying to give people any ideas, but the point is, in the previous 8 seasons, I've seen a lot of shit. So a lot of the ways that I run the guild is based on the fact that I've had to deal with trolls and stuff in the past. No, we had one season early. I think it might have been season 4, maybe 3 or 4. And there was a that was back when I did not officer everybody. And I logged off, and then somebody with the officer rank booted every single non-officer from the guild. And at the time, that was like a majority of the guild. We were able to recover, like we still were the top guild that season, but it was just like, after that, I'm like, you know, I have to officer everybody. I can't have everybody, you know, like, the few people who get officered because they reach level 32 or whatever the rule was that particular season. Since I can't trust them with the rank, you know, I have to basically make it so that everybody's protected. And that's the reason why, if you look at the guild roster now, it's really only level 3s and 2s who are members, because they don't really, you know, they haven't done much. So if somebody just wanted to kick them all, there's only like 10 of them. They'd let me know that I'd get them back in soon, but it wouldn't cause a lot of damage. It basically limits the amount of damage that some rogue officer could cause. Luckily, though, really good, tight community that we have. People are in Discord. If anything weird like that happens, I hear about it usually right away. But I have to sleep too, right? So I can't be online all the time. Yeah, exactly. Just to shut down the trolling. Bad enough with the guild banks that I can't really, it's basically an honor system. So that's the whole point of how I try to run it with like a swap shop. Drop something, put something in, take something out. It's a system that works in an environment where everybody is trustworthy. But every once in a while, every season, we have a day where somebody looted the guild banks completely empty. So I just expect it. I don't really care. As long as I have enough platinum, like people give me enough platinum, I just put everything back. Because I've stocked them with potions, I stock them with scrolls, I put in the low level named items, like I keep all that stuff. So if all of a sudden it vanished, I would just replace it all. But what I can't replace is all the nameless, like the random gen loot that people throw in there for people, like feather falling and stuff. I mean, I can put some of that back, but a lot of times it's, people, I think they're working crafting and they decide that they need essences, so they just take everything. But the reality is, if you crunch 100 level 3 items, you're not going to get that many essences, so it's not even worth the time. It's not like everybody's dropping level 32 items in the guild chests. Like, that would be worth the time, but people aren't doing that. It's all stuff for low-level players who need help, so... But once I have my economy up and running, once I get enough money, like I keep platinum just for that specific, in order to help keep a lot of stuff in the guild chest. So a lot of the stuff that you see in there when you look in the guild chest are things that I put in there. If it's not just random gen loot in the cargo hold that people put. But we don't have raid teams, so don't have to worry about helping them with repair costs or anything like that. But now that I'm in epics, I have been making pretty decent amount of platinum, so. Okay, no R4 groups. Luna got some people to help. I'm going to tell him that I'll pull for him. He's looking for a black razor, so. We'll help. See if we can help. Oh, somebody died at level 19. Awful. He's in White Plume Mount. I've already done this, but
The gatekeeper's portal takes you to the bottom of a collapsed staircase somewhere deep underground. At the foot of the stairs, a corpse greets you with an empty stare. Something is clutched in its hand. To the east lies a room filled
not sure
with
what
treasure.
path they went.
Inside, you can see the codex page sitting on a pedestal. But access to the treasure chamber is blocked behind 3 magical seals. Each
Okay, so
seal
they're still
bears
in
a
the
symbol
first
of a
path.
weapon, a sword, a hammer, and a trident. A
But I'm
regal
just here to
creature
help
waits
loot,
for you in
so
the
I'm just
water
gonna
here.
basically...
It meets your gaze with eyes filled with both sadness and wisdom. Greetings, challengers. I am required to administer your first test. Please
Wait for them.
approach.
Think I'm pretty safe here.
As you touch the crest, it fades away. You hear a bell chime. in
Okay,
the
they did the
distance.
first one. They're on
You
their
are
way to me
one
now.
step closer to your objective. As you enter the room, 2 green and feminine forms emerge from the water with a splash.
Whatever that is, that's a cool looking effect. It's like a blue fire that's all over everything. People going for all this loot looks like...
This strange spinning tunnel is slick to the touch and smells of oil. A running jump at the start might be required to get through.
as well. I'll throw down my heart. Little heart lady. She'll help. She'll nuke. There she goes. Firestorms, all sorts of stuff. Gonna break all this stuff. And I got nothing. Oh, there's a chest. I will take it. Don't need that. We are using something, I think, right? Are we using anything for that? Yes. We get our radiance from this shield. I don't need that.
Pulsing magical barriers hold the boiling water of the mountain at bay. The enchanted walls pulse and sway with the water currents. The walls
Okay,
don't look
I think we're
very
ready to go.
sturdy, so best be careful near there. Falls over dead with a mighty crash. There's a low hum, and the barriers shimmer with energy.
I can throw out 2 spot
The
heals if I
tears in
have
them
to.
close, and the water begins to drain
Oh, we have
from
a
the chamber.
healing cleric, so
As the water recedes, you notice a crest marked with a trident toward the back of the
well, I
chamber.
think they're a cleric. Yeah, they're a cleric.
Another crest claimed. Only one left to go. Bright
Fire?
green slime covers the floor here. Something about it
Oh,
makes
she
you a
did.
bad feeling.
Still got the disease on me. Am I going the right way? No. Because they can pick this lock. Don't need to do that
This
room.
mechanical door has a keyhole mounted in the stone floor in front of it.
Yeah, level 19 just died. So we don't have a lock picker? That's what I thought. I don't have any bells, man. If I had a bell, I'd use it. Yeah, well, I'm not going in this room. How about that? Somebody got a bell. Oh, what a waste of big bees.
A set of 5 patchwork.
Still, though, we like to
torches
see them being
recharge when
used.
passively, each branded with a glowing number. One of them begins to speak.
They had big bees in SWOTOR as well, although they weren't an item. It was a legacy unlock for your account. Basically, your legacy your actual account could get experience, and then the higher level up it went would unlock useful things like that. So just drop unlimited Big B's hands all over. Very helpful. God, I just took lava in the face here. They all saved versus my cold monster. Wow. Now, someone died in here yesterday because the circle was invisible. So this vampire fight is no joke.
An unnatural darkness fills the room ahead. No light is able to penetrate. You feel certain that something deadly awaits you in the blackness. As the darkness engulfs, a voice whispers in your ear. Thank you for coming.
We've got to watch the ground. Make sure that we don't stand in a circle. In a circle now.
The vampire's form crumbles to ash, and the magical darkness recedes. You spy a crest marked with the symbol of a hammer in one corner of the room.
Excellent.
That's the last crest. Time to return to the treasure room and claim your rewards. A voice echoes through the stone passage. Not thinking of leaving, are you? You've been so very entertaining. I just couldn't think of letting you go, especially those
I love the little heart guardian. It's basically a turret. It's similar to the turret, except instead of doing that sort of rotating fire effect that the turret does, it throws out like firestorms, sunbursts, and occasionally regenerate.
One of the wizard's magic mouths confirms your victory as you enter the treasure chamber.
See how much gold I can pick up off the ground.
I concede this round to you, adventurers.
1,000 platinum.
Admit that you've earned the spoil.
That is a
I
lot of
confess
platinum.
There's something to be
Hey,
said
do
for
I get the
patience.
sword for him?
Sit back. It makes my next victory
Did not.
taste so much
Hopefully
sweeter.
somebody gets it. Don't see it. That's too bad. Oh, he re-rolled and got it. That's great. Yeah, that's a nice re-roll. Okay, Trog. Yep, have a good night. I agree. Thankfully, it's the weekend. Okay, I think everybody's done. Yeah, for that. But if they need me, then yeah, they can just ask. I'm happy to help get loot. It took me forever to get the set of loot that I have on now. Like, I had to run the Isle of Dread like 3 times. And then the Feywild. Yeah, I ran the Feywild a lot. Ransacked a lot of chests trying to get pieces. And what I wound up with, what I ended up getting is a 5-piece Saltmarsh set. My artifact is the Ring of the Kraken. And then a 4-piece snow, basically 4-piece winter set for the extra hit point. I have 2 pieces of autumn. And then I have this quality charisma trinket. My caster stick is a queen's scepter. I could upgrade that to a dinosaur stick, you know, if I wanted to do the work to make it, but really at this point it doesn't matter. If they were like, yeah, we're gonna start doing R6, I probably would do that because it would help with the CCs, but for R4 what I have is adequate. And honestly, like, I probably wouldn't want to do R6. Not that we couldn't do it, it's just that the invisible circles, or the circles in the air that you can't see, they kill people, like, on live all the time. So, I mean, it would just be a shitty way to go on hardcore. If I die, though, I'm gonna reincarnate. Like, I got lag bubbled once and died at level 28. Farming Witch Hunt, which I probably arguably shouldn't have been in there that low anyway, but I have 2 lives left. If I lose one more, then I reincarnate, go back to heroics and then earn the lives again. But that's okay, because then I could do Reaper on the way up, because right now I have 24 Reaper points. So that would be really solid for doing heroic R1s. That would be really good. I'd be super, super tanky for R1. And then that would just boost the color spray, so I could lock down all the Reapers. I would have no problems doing low level heroic Reaper. But the problem is I have no desire to do that. The points are so slow in heroics, it doesn't make up for the fact that I can do one in legendary and get like 8,000 Reaper XP. So it's just way better to do them in legendary.